Good morning, guys, from the Carpathian Mountains. So, a lot of you know that we had a convoy last week. Um, Two of our guys, Chris and Jonathan, off the YouTube channel, joined me with the convoy. And it wasn't without its major hiccups. So, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what actually happened. Chris broke down in the Mitsubishi Delicia on the side of the Polish highway. And I had to drive and recover him, and we had to. Oh, it was a nightmare. We couldn't get a recovery. We had to hire a trailer. I'll cut a long story short. I won't bore you too much, but yeah, we had to hire a trailer. Put the Delicia on the back of the trailer. And then we realised that the Shogun that I was driving didn't have the correct tow bar, and the other two vehicles were 250 kilometres in front of us. So we had to pull one of them back. He had to come back, Taras, and we had to attach it up to the L200 and then tow it across Poland. And then when we got to the Ukraine border, we couldn't take the trailer across, so we had to. Excuse that dog over there; it's pretty annoying. I think I've woke it up. It's not happy with me. So we had to tie a rope to the Delicia. This is all in the middle of the night, by the way. We're talking 3 o'clock in the morning here. We had about 8 hours, 9 hours sleep in about 3 days, 2,500 kilometres driven at this point. And we towed the Delicia using a rope for 90 kilometres at 20 miles per hour. So credit and hats off to Chris for doing that and being in that vehicle, because it was -3. It was very cold, and the power died on the vehicle, so he couldn't get the windows up because there was electric windows. We do have some clips that I'm going to include now. Yeah, so it was pretty nasty. But we got there in the end. We don't know what the fault is with, it's a suspected head gasket. That particular vehicle had been overhauled, engine overhauled, new turbo, new everything, less than 500 miles before. So it was very hard to predict something like this could happen, and it just ended up being a very expensive, very awkward and horrible convoy. But we got it done in the end, and that's credit to the guys who were part of that, because we are volunteers, and it was a nightmare. I think sleep deprivation took over, and we was all arguing, and bloody me and Taras. We never argue. Well, we do argue, but not in the way that we argued that night. I mean, it was pretty bad. But we're all friends now, again. So yeah, I'm just in Carpathians at the minute on a non-war related errand that I need to run, and then I'm going to be going down to Mykolaiv, where we're going to be running some training with the guys down in the south with the demining. We've got some drone technology that we're going to be putting out there, some of the best technology that there is out there as well, which, thanks to Kevin, has been corrected and is very accurate when it comes to surveying the ground and surveying the the minefields and finding them mines before anybody steps foot in there. As you may know as well, Donald Trump's cut all the funding around the world for demining. A lot of the demining organisations have now been told they've no jobs anymore, and they've been told that they need to pack up, and a lot of them are leaving today. And that's come from the horse's mouth as well, and that's worldwide as well. There's a lot of funding being cut for demining, for veterans, healthcare support, anything Ukraine related. Unfortunately, that budget is now gone. So what happened is that a friend of mine, he works for one of the demining companies. That dog. And they got pulled in the office and they were told that they didn't have a job anymore with immediate effect. And they need to start looking for work elsewhere. So it's going to be tough times, really tough times for Ukraine. In terms of demining, it doesn't affect us. We've never received any money from any government or Donald Trump or Ukraine, for instance. We don't get funded by the state. Our work is literally funded by you guys. And luckily for us, we invested heavily in equipment. When people were donating regularly to me, we did put all that money into the best equipment. So yeah, hopefully I'll have some, a better update for you, and get some more videos on. I'm in Ukraine now, so we're going to start getting the ball rolling. Our team are demining at the moment, but they are demining in FPV territory, which is it's not something that I'm willing to do, because I just think it's a bit silly, really. But we don't have the equipment to stop the drones. We don't have any jammers or early indication systems or anything. So it's not something that I agree with, to be honest. I think we should be waiting. But I'm going down to Kherson at the end of today. I've got a 14-hour drive ahead of me after this. And we will be looking at what areas we're going to be working in this year from spring, and looking at our equipment needs. And we have got a few new guys coming in as well, which we need to sort out and get them kitted out. So thank you, and thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting everything that we've been doing lately with the cars. I know it's a bit underwhelming and stuff, but the cars, people don't understand how much the cars are really needed in Ukraine. A lot of the cars I've not actually been buying out my own pocket. I think there's been 2 that I've bought. Well, in fact, I say I think it is 2 that I've bought. But the rest are actually funded by the units. We just try and keep the costs down as much as we can for them guys, because the budgets that they give me are quite tight. So as Chris and Jonathan will agree, will vouch for this, that last week your donations did really count when it came to extra hotels and things like that, and fuel. I mean, we did go well over budget with the convoy because of obviously the incident that happened, and people missed the flights and all sorts of stuff. So so thank you, and thank you for supporting. And if it is something you want to keep on supporting and keep supporting me, then the link's in the bottom in the video description. I do try and work as hard as I can. I try not to ask for much. I'm not constantly like, we need. But, if there's anything you can throw in the pot, then, it does go a long way. So thank you very much. And, yeah, enjoy your week.